contemplation before chanting. The Sangha is invited to come back to our breathing so that the collective energy of mindfulness will bring us together as an organism, going as a river with no more separation. Let the whole Sangha breathe as one body, chant as one body, listen as one body, transcending the boundaries of a delusive self, liberating us from the superiority complex, the inferiority complex, and the equality complex.
With us established in mindfulness, we are truly present for sitting and walking meditation, and for reciting the sutras. May this practice enter with its fourfold Sangha, be supported by the three jewels and holy beings, well protected from the 8 misfortunes and the 3 paths of suffering. May parents, teachers, friends, and all beings within the 3 realms be filled with the most divine grace, and may it be found that in the world there is no place at war. May the winds be favorable, the rain seasonable, and the people's hearts at peace. May the practice of the noble community, diligent and steady, ascend the 10 bodhisattva stages with ease and energy. May the Sangha body live peacefully, fresh and full of joy, a refuge for all, offering happiness and insight. The wisdom of the awakened mind shines out like the full moon. The body of the awakened one is pure and clear as crystal. In the world the awakened one relieves bitterness and suffering. In every place the awakened mind reveals love and compassion. Namo Shakyam Munaye Buddhaya. Namo Shakyam Munaye Buddhaya. Namo Shakyam Munaye Buddhaya. Tao He Moyang Bi Jai Mai Về Phương Đông Quang Âm Bình nước Tịnh Tây Trần Dấu Phong Trần Cảnh Dương Rưỡi Cam Lô làm sống dậy mùa xuân. Nếu trong có hồng làm lắng dịu
So dear Sangha, let us come back to our breathing. Be present for your body in the present moment. Breathing in. We know that we are breathing in. Breathing out. We know that we are breathing out. Enjoy this out the bell. So dear respected Thầy, dear noble community, dear friends, welcome to Day of Mindfulness. Today is January 5th, year 2020. We are in the Great Togetherness Meditation Hall at Blue Cliff Monastery. And we are second half of the winter retreat. Today is the first Sunday of the month and the 5th day of the year 2020. So welcome everyone for the Day of Mindfulness. How are you? You've been good in the 5th day of the year? Survive? Good? So wonderful. Let us smile together. We can go 5th day of the year. So we have another 200 and 60 days, 360 days, right? Left something? Kind of. So dear Sangha, last week we have holiday retreat. We celebrate holidays together by a 5-day retreat. And for me, myself, I feel nourished so much together with the Sangha. Some activities that I taken care is I took care 8 teenagers. Just take care 8 of them. Very easy, but very joyful. Another activities I took care is I led activities about burning our resolution. We have some time to reflect on the New Year Eve together, and we wrote down the resolution, the determination for the new year, what we would like to do for the new year, what we would like to looking forward, to transform, to nourish, and to walk on the path, what we would like to change, what we would like to nourish, what we would like to let go. So we wrote down on the piece of paper. And this beautiful thing is like we have some time to reflect, but some time to walk together to the bonfire just outside here, and we sing a song. So now I can sing a song for you, this very easy one. But the song brings me to the present moment to realize who I am, and make me to remember that these moments I never forget. I can make something beginning of the year. In Vietnam, we call the đầu xuôi đuôi lọt là it's like at the beginning, go through at the beginning, you will smooth at the end. When you go through at the beginning, you will be smooth at the end. So it's like we start beautifully, ending will be beautiful. So the song is like this. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering. Is that singing beautiful? I sat together with the friends and we stand around the bonfire to sing. We know that the year 2019, we have gone through a lot of difficulties. Fear, climate change. Right now, the fire in Australia. The whole country in Australia continue with the forest of Amazon here in US burning. We are aware that life is there, but also death is there. and it affects us somehow, emotions, fear, sadness. For me, myself, I reflect for the whole year 2019. My father just passed away. My great sister divorced after that, and she also gone through with the difficulties. And the suffering of my family also make me feel that the year I gone through with a lot of sadness and fear and despair. And I feel that I'm responsible for those kind of things. So we sat together, we stood together around the bonfire out there, and we practiced. May my action, may my thoughts, may my speech will bring peace to me. And we practice, may my thoughts, my action, my speech will bring peace to the world. That's kind of action of compassion and love. We do that for the New Year's Eve. And I remember who I am is actually the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness here is remembering. We not forget. We remember the moments. We remember what is there. We remember that we go through the difficult moments, but also we gone through a lot of good memories of joy and happiness. I realize that I'm still be a monk. I'm still alive, and a lot of us still alive, and we can smile to it, smile to our body. And also we practice to contemplate like this. The moment that I make mistakes, the moment that I have fear, have a sadness, and I hold on too long. Now, I would like to let go. The fire burning, let go. May myself, my ancestors, and my descendants together on the path of practice. So I think about my father. I think about my sister and brothers. And I think about myself. So I practice together. I feel that moment can be the wonderful moment. I am remembering who I am. Continue to remember. So last autumn, that is 1 year of my father passed away. And somehow the conditions come to me. I felt so sad. I couldn't smile for the whole week. Maybe the people around me, I don't feel love from some of them. Maybe because I got the news that my sister divorced, and she was on the mood of despair, suffering. She needed my help. So I feel very sad and very suffered. But the autumn, the fall is beautiful. So that day I decided not go hiking with the Sangha, but I go alone. I went to the mountain, to the ridge, 3 hours, go up and go down. And 1 hour enjoy tea with my own. I play with my sadness. I play with my fear and my suffering. And I made a poem. I made a poem. And actually, I'm very artist. Sometimes I make some poem, but long time I forget. And that moment, I feel very, wow, that's so awesome. A little monk, he walk on the forest, in the forest, around yellow leaves and fall, romantic. And there is a heart that a little bit sad, but also he's playful. He wants to be with the nature. So he sat down, he had some tea, and he said that, hello, sadness, have a tea with me. He did like that. He put his backpack down, And then he took photos and he put right there, and they see that you here in this moment. And for 1 hour during your tea like that, the insights come up, the poem. So I would like to read the poem for you. Is that okay? Yeah? The poem in Vietnamese. But I asked the spirit, but she asked D to translate it for me. It's okay. But it's expressing my mind, my practice. It names certain scene this autumn. This autumn, I suddenly see myself. Sunbeam of love penetrates my soul. Yellow trees and red leaves remain fresh. The Dharma manifests wonderfully as I return to the mountains. Coming home, I see the 4 directions, taking each step in freedom without any worries. Why worry about trivial matters? To practice is to persevere, then all will pass. The in-breath embraces the out-breath. One smile. Life becomes immense. Only one smile. Life becomes immense. Stopping practicing, immaculate contemplation, life and path into awe. I just stop right there. The moment that I touch is the in-breath embraces the out-breath. I am alive. And with one smile, if I can smile to it, life could be beautiful. Life will be immense. We can smile to the sadness. And that's kind of beautiful image. Wonderful Dharma is right there, the 4 leaves, the red leaves, yellow trees right there. Life is right there. But do you have time? Are you here with the Dharma? And I touch the moment that I can smile to the sadness. And I think about the people have a lot of suffering out there too. But here we safe. Let us listen one sound of the bell. We breathe. We realize that we are lucky to be alive. My practice is go through to the fear and strong emotions. So today I will share with you about how I enjoy and practice with the strong emotions, about fear, anger, sadness. I go through with that. Coming home, I see the 4 directions, taking each step in freedom without any worries. I walk in mindfulness. I enjoy walking in silence. Why worry about trivial matters? To practice is to persevere. Then all will pass. I have hope. I continue to practice. Impermanence. I see sadness, suffering can be impermanence. But if I keep practicing, I touch the sadness, I touch the suffering. And then that's why I touch my in-breath and out-breath. The in-breath embraces the out-breath. The out-breath continues the in-breath. And then I will be there with the sadness, I not run away. So I can smile to it. When I smile, I feel my life is great, good man again. Because usually I smile, I feel young, but sometimes sisters and brothers see me, why you not smile today? I think maybe something happened. So I will share with you, when we have a strong emotions, something happening, something affects our body and mind. There is a way that we can take care of our strong emotions. Our teacher in English, he shared about the 5 steps to be and to take care of our strong emotions. The strong emotion is like sadness, fear. We fear about the climate change. We fear about death. Fear about losing my father. Fear that I lost my smile. Why I cannot smile anymore? Why? Anger. We get angry because why the people damage to the earth. Australia, why? We just know that a lot of suffering from Hong Kong protects people. Human beings always face a lot of suffering. In US, Amazon forest last year, and this year again in Australia. We know the truth is like that, but the fear, suffering overwhelms us. How can we take care of the climate inside here also? The climate change all the time. Today we feel happy. Tomorrow we feel sad. Right now I feel happy again because I took care of it, and then I feel okay again. I can let go the image of suffering of a monk sat nearby. A father is just passing. He was crying a lot. That image for me is cooling down. I took care good about it, and then feel better, feel okay to practice again. My sister divorced right now. She's okay already. It's good. She stayed with my mom and my little brothers. So taking care. Okay, so there is a 5 step. Some of you may know about this already, but I'm still sharing because every time can be the new things to discover. And when I share, I can go deeper in my practice, okay? And also some of you may not know about this. First is recognize. Second, accept. Third, embrace. Look deeply. Insight. By the way, just let you know that insight is my name. Insight is my name. I want to cultivate my name. First of all, we recognize. We recognize what is there. Not run away. What is there? The suffering of the world. The suffering in the world. The sadness in myself. The fear in myself. I recognize is what is there. Call it by its true name. So usually we practice about the recognize. It means mere recognize, like mere recognition. It means when you look at me, okay? When you look at me, Brother Mantue, Look at me in the present moment. Don't think about the past that I have been, I make you feel suffered. You think about, you recognize that kind of thing is recognized in the present moment. You recognize a flower, you just think, thank you, flower, for being there. I know you are here. You just recognize orchid, she's there. That's it. You recognize that you have fear. I know I have fear. Hello, fear. I know that I have fear. So you recognize that there is something there, and then you want to take care of it. You not run away from it. Sometimes you see someone is there, but you pretend that she's not there. It's not a practice of recognize. Mere recognition, just recognize what is there. Recognize the suffering is there. Why you feel more suffering? Suffering already there. It means you take care of it. So recognize, call it. Call it by true name. The second is accept. When you true name here is like fear or sadness or anger. Accept, you accept. It's okay to be sadness. It's okay to be a lot of fear. It's okay, because life is always like that. It's okay to be suffered a lot like that. So you allow yourself to cry. Emotion is always moving. When you suppress it, you become more stressed. So I would like to share with you, I stop right here, accept, and then I will share with you some tips to realize that health, our body and mind, connection. So emotion and organs, internal organs have a connection. So first of all, you will see the modern societies, modern medicines, and then the East medicine, they come together with the same views, same points, that they see when we have a strong emotions, they affect to our 5 organs. So first of all, first organ is here. First is our heart. They recognize that is when we have emotion of like hatred, hate or impatience, associated with heart. The heart like this one. So when we have the people live with a lot of hate, if you whole life like that, you harm your heart. Okay. Spleen. This one is lung. This one is kidney. This one is liver. So there is 5 internal organs that when you check your health, the East medicines, they will check you healthy or not is from this. From this, will affect to your blood, your body. And then, so the emotions, they recognize that the emotion is affect to your heart. Emotion of hate and impatience. And when you have sadness, and then depression, affects your spleen. Here. Oh, no, sorry, this one is now here. And then this one is about worry. Sometimes you see that we have a lot of worries and anxieties, and you cannot digest. The food cannot digest well, spleen. You feel that you have a disorder digestion, the food. Too much worry, anxiety, harm the spleen, affect it. So this one is the mind, body. Emotions represent something from our mind. Feelings affect your body. Sadness, depressions. And here is fear and fright. And liver is anger and frustration. I just go very fast about this so that you can see the connection. People, when you, some people, alcoholic, will damage the liver. But at the same time, you see the people that they alcoholic, they get angry all the time. They get angry all the time, right? So the things that if you know that these kind of emotions associated with the internal organs, and the medicines levels, modern societies, modern medicines or East medicine, they also think and they discovered this. So at the same time, when we see that if we don't take care of it well, and that can make you feel a lot of suffering. So we practice, as practitioners, we know that is the body and mind are one. This is ourselves. Body and mind are one. And we would like to take care of it. Want to come back to take care of it by mindful breathing. Mindful breathing. We take care. Come back to take care all the time. We know that the body, we take care of the body well, the mind could be happy. When we take care of the mind well, body could be healthy. So we practice it that way, right? Medicine school, they also recognize it. We practice like that. We know that this is like a demonstration, very concrete. So we recognize that we are a lot of fear and sadness. We take care of it. We accept it in order to take care of it. It's okay to have anger, right? We accept, and we know that life is not perfect. We see the connection between our lungs and our sadness. That's why we breathe in. We use our lungs. We breathe. Sadness right there. We breathe, and also lungs breathe. Right? And the body and mind, they are one. They come together to keep it done. So the sadness can be there, but he can be still. He's not. Okay? The same with fear. The same with anxieties. Let's say you put the jar of water, and you put a lot of mud and stuff in there. You shake it, become like very, very muddy. Okay? You leave it alone there. Look, just look, enjoy it. And the moment you see your mind is clear, the water of the jar could be clear water. The same with the sadness and fear. Don't shake it. Look at that. Recognize it. And what you use to recognize is mindful breathing here. That's why it's the mindfulness. Mindfulness is the energy of recognizing, remembering, right? The song that I just sing, remembering the moments. And recognize what is there, embracing. You accept, embracing by mindfulness energy. And the energy of embracing look like the mother's embrace. Embrace a baby. I just want to tell you a story that in the tour 2011, that is, I think, the last tour that we organized in YMCA, right, in Colorado. And I attended that retreat tour. After 3 or 4 years, I didn't meet Sefap Niem, and the brothers used to live in Du Temple. So we had a lot of great time, and we were together as the group of brothers, have a tea and share the emotion, share about the happiness, the good memories about Du Temple and Prajna. And we would like to collect all the pictures and the letters and video clips that we have. So about 1 hour talk about and happy about that kind of conversation. And then I asked my brothers that, can you go back room to get the hard drive to use to share the information. So I felt so excited. I ran back to my room. And then the strong emotions come up. I see something strange in my room. So I ran to my room, opened, boom, like a storm. And I saw 2 people in there. So strange. I feel so, 1 or 2 minutes give me a lot of emotions, different. First of all, I realized why Thay is in my room. Thay, our teacher, is in my room, and he lie on the hammock, and I feel, why he's here? It's my room. And I feel a little bit scared, fear, because he came to my room for some reason. But later on, I have a kind of doubt, fear, and then doubt about, but why he's here? I see the hammock also. My things on the bed changed completely. And then I open my door, and then I see attendant of Thay too. I thought, why? Attendant also here. And then I feel, did I do something wrong? And later on, I have a frustration about I go to the wrong room, not my room. That is Thay's room. Oh my God. Thay's room is on the level on the top, and then my room down here, but the same left turn. But I don't go down there. I just forgetfulness. That is not mindful. That's not mindful at all, but give me heart attack. When I open the room, and then I recognize why Thay's here, and then the emotions, like I get anger because why they come to my room and put the homework. And later on, I feel some doubt. I say, maybe do some wrong. And then later on, I punish myself. I feel I did something very seriously wrong. And my face is red. I recognize I went unmindfully in Thay's room, not my room. I never do that before. So let's say I lose my face, okay. And then I disappointed, I feel suffered, and I awkward, freaked out. I don't know what to do, get angry to myself. So Thay, hey my child, come to play. And then my world is differently. I came because I already opened, right? I pretend that I pretend that I have some appointment. So I go to, and then he holds my hands, embrace me, hold my hands. That is embracing. I feel love. I didn't tell anything. He asked me about, how about Rutan Pokong? How about, my dear, tell me about Vietnam. Tell me about, and I was about crying a little bit, but I didn't, I'm like a frozen monk. Yeah, I couldn't tell anything for 5 minutes, 10 minutes before I start to share. So I want to share with you because that is all the emotions can come very quickly. But the thing I want to share here is my disappointed, my anger, my fear, sadness, and doubt for myself, and I punish myself that I did something wrong. They embrace it. They know. Because my face so red. Usually the little girl will red, but I'm the man. Because I did something very seriously wrong. So embracing, mother embracing the baby. They holding my hands and just breathe. That's it. Nothing else. And then I feel, thank you, Thầy, for not yell at me or not punish me. You know, Thầy is a great teacher. So he understood my mind. He understood that I did something wrong, but he didn't mention it. He just holding my hands, offer a hug. Hey, child, please come to play. That's it. Mother embracing the baby. You see that the fear is your little child. Anger is little child. And she's crying, you're holding, embrace it. Tenderly, with the energy of what? Energy of mindfulness. Being there, offer love and care. And then you look deeply, okay? Look deeply to see that is, you light up energy of, light of what? Compassion. And mindfulness again. Because when we suffered, we need to be gentle. We need to offer compassion to yourself. Allow yourself to cry. Take some time. Don't do anything. So in our tradition, when you get angry, you don't talk. You are supposed to do walking meditation. Walking. Hello, sadness, please walk with me. Okay, I did that. I did that on the ridge. And then because of that, I get smart to it. And because of smart to it, the poem manifested. I can make the poem. Experienced life. Emotions look like a river of feelings, river of the mind. And it manifested, stay for a while. Sometime, could disappear. In order to express this, I want to draw a view about something here. Here. Sorry for too small, huh? You cannot see it. So this is our mind. Up here is mind consciousness. And this here is store consciousness. Store consciousness is Buddhist psychology. The mind consciousness contains a lot of emotions, feelings, right? Your mind, fear, anger, or love, compassion, joy. Mindfulness up here. But before manifested, there is 1,000 seed. The seed contained down here, okay? The seed of fear you already have there, transmitted by your ancestors, your society. You have fear, and then you feed your fear, because climate change always affect you, right? The forest, the disaster, the storms, the fire everywhere affect you. And actually, when you're born, your mother, your father already carrying that kind of fear already. and you transmit it. The seed, 1,000 seeds of down here. So the seed of fear from here, when you manifest it, when you look deeply to see that this fear is come from here and up here. And then the fear just only the manifestation as the strong emotions, mental formations, right? Then when you look deeply, to have some time to look at it, to breathe with it, you want to light up another energy of mindfulness. It's like the flower or something. The energy that can cool down the fear. There is a mindfulness, and there is fear. So you recognize that in your stored consciousness, you are more than a strong emotion named fear or anger. You have another thing else, okay? So usually in ourselves, when we get angry, we just know that we are only anger. That's why a lot of people commit suicide. When we get angry, we see that someone makes you feel anger, you want to punish them, I want to finish my life. That's it, and you know that I get angry because of you. You are the main reason, make my life disappear. That is not good action. But usually a lot of young people, they do that. So see your life just only anger, just only that person make you anger. Maybe that is not to look deeply. When you look deeply to see you are the whole universe. You are your ancestors. You are both the fear, we call the mud, and also the joy and the peace, lotus, the beautiful flowers. So you breathe to invite the love and compassion, mindfulness, to arise. Like the represent the energy of mindfulness, holding my hands. And then completely no words at all, talking. But I feel calm already, and I feel forgiven by him. I feel forgiveful by him, right? Do that the same. Or you open your hand to embrace it. And that kind of energy, so we look deeply in order to see inter-all between here. To have some time to generate another energy of peace, energy of harmony, energy of compassion. I allow myself to cry, it's okay. I allow myself to be silent for a moment, it's okay. I allow myself to have a space to do walking meditation, to do sitting meditation, to eat in silence, and then I can understand. That's why when you look deeply, you have insight. You understand what is there. You understand that fear, anger is impermanent. One day we will disappear. And you understand that fear is just one aspect in my mind, just only one thing. But I have more than that. I'm not just one emotion, right? I'm not just only sadness. So you have a hope, you have a belief, you have a confidence about your life. That is a great experience to see, right? Experience to see 1,000 or experience you have, 1,000 seeds you have, a lot of talents you have. Your life is so rich. So that's why I smile to it, smile to my sadness. One smile, life is immense. In-breath embraces out-breath. Out-breath, continuation of in-breath. I take care of my sadness. When I can smile to it, my life can be vast. And then when you have insight about that, you feel you can smile to it, and the one day that you go through to the fear, anxiety, and sorrows, you feel that how much love you have for your life. So love is grow. You don't feel fear anymore to face to the fear. You don't feel too much worries when you hear the news that the fire in Australia, but you just have a compassion. You take care of yourself first, and you determine yourself that you can consume in such a way, okay? you consume in such a way, you live in such a way that reduce the impacts to the climate change. Because you look deeply and you see, if I feed the fear more, like for example, you feed the fear, feeding, by or watering. Like you watering by, you practice unmindful, you consume a lot too much, and you do unconscious about life, things that you produce by your thoughts, by your speech, by your actions. You water the fears. You watch a lot of violence movie, for example. You eat animals. You're not vegetarian, for example. It means to support, you are on the path to support the people use resources from the world. So you feed the fear, you feed the suffering. So when you practice, you do opposite. You stop this, and then you water this. You water this. You water the seeds of mindfulness, the seed of love, compassion, stopping to look deeply to see that the world, all beings right now need love, need care, need mindful speech, need a beautiful thought produced that I can stand and I feel I am remembering who I am. I remembering that the moment that I touch myself, and then the moment that I can transform myself, I bring that kind of transformation to offer to the world. Is that beautiful? Yeah. So can we do it? So it's beautiful. And that is actually, we have produced the climate change. The people have more heart of peace, heart of practice and compassion to have great peace to the world. Let us listen one sound of the bell. So dear Sangha, so thank you for being here so far, and I feel that is hopefully 2020 is beautiful number, 2020. Young adults, 2 young adults, young heart, can live happily and peaceful to have your family, to transform, to practice yourself, to transform your emotions, and do not fear to face to it. Emotions, strong emotions, like a feelings, impermanence. When they arise, you can look at that, you see, there is opportunity for you to take care of it, to practice with it. So when you do that well, you can help others. If you understand your mind, you understand yourself, you are able to understand others. Otherwise, you always live in the delusion. You think that you want to have the world, but no. How can you have the world? Have yourself first, the world in here. Compassion, mindfulness, happiness. When you are happy, people around you feel happy. When you're full of anger, forget it. When you're full of anger, you don't take care of it. Just only one child nearby you, she's scared. Right? Energy. Emotion is energy. You take care good about emotions, you take care good about climate change. So, this is a 100% business card of monastic. We received it last Thầy birthday, Constitution Day, last October. So I recognize that in my pocket, I still put this in my pocket. So in this winter, I go shopping for the Sangha, and I realize I have this. So practice 100%. If the anger come up or you feel suffer so much, If you practice 100%, to be with them and practice with them to transform beautifully. And this is the practice, the thing we do as a practitioner, as you practice meditation. Not about practice meditation in order to be rich or to be a good business woman or man, no. So remember that this is a seal of Thay, our teacher. So he's still with us. That's what I did. I practiced wholeheartedly last year. So I go through to my difficulties offered to my father 1 year passing and my sisters. And I want to continue to be a good monk for him, for the Sangha, and for myself first. I have a lot to share, but I want to stop here. Thank you so much for your listening. Hopefully you will get something to be for the new year, to practice with that, taking care of your fear. Thank you.